What up, though, everybody? This your man JB Boy 313 coming at you for Rep the Culture. Today we gonna have a little smoke session. Already got it started. Um, and a little conversation. I am smoking on. This is some sour OG and a honey Dutch. Um, yeah, from the homie. You know who you are. I don't want to put your name out there or your business, but you know who you are. Huge shout outs. Some straight fire, that's for sure. So, with that being said, let's get into the real conversation that we got going on today, and that is, it is something that is pretty talked about conversation, a hot topic, as you will say. Excuse me. Anyway, we are here to talk about the young Tekashi 6ix9ine. I know what you're gonna say. Oh, here we go. Blah blah blah. He had a choice. He brought this on himself. Why are you even talking about this dude? He didn't make good music. This, that, and the other. Well, to start off, I may have not necessarily liked all of his music. I was a big fan of that track Gummo he had. I will say that. But my man has proven every time he dropped a track, he was charting with that track. Whether you like it or not, he had a huge song with Nicki Minaj. Um, you know, the kid was definitely out here uber famous, and I know that he didn't necessarily get famous off the music. I know it was his Instagram antics and everything that he basically was repping, aka Treyway, which we all know is the 9 Trey Bloods, which is what he claims to rep. And in the last year, there has been a few incidents that he has been associated with that people do not like. A few shootings. I guess once the indictment came out, we saw that he was also accused of ordering a robbery um, on arrival. Period. I guess when they executed the search warrant, they found that stolen stuff in his apartment. Which, if you're uber famous, you gotta start using this, man. Like for real, like seriously, stolen goods in your own apartment, and you're that famous. Um, with that being said, recently, about a week and a half ago, maybe even going on 2 weeks now, he did a interview on the Breakfast Club. Pretty much everybody's already heard that, where in that interview, he talks about how he has gotten rid of everybody around him, he's fired everybody, has no manager, he never had a manager, how he's not saying Treyway anymore or claiming Treyway anymore, and basically said that there was a situation with the recently booked tour that he had that he canceled, where basically it was something like he gets 100,000 a show but was only seeing 80 of it. I'm not sure if that was just him not understanding the business aspect of the industry, or if somebody was really robbing him. With that kind of discrepancy, I think like if managers and people were taking percentages, I don't think it'd be that big of a chunk. I could be wrong. So maybe somebody was skimming off the top, or they were answering phone calls and taking deals for him and money and not letting him know. That is also a possibility. But shortly thereafter that Breakfast Club interview, we come to find out that the feds contacted Tekashi and let him know that if he was going to travel to, like he had planned on going to a casino in Connecticut, and if he went there, there were plans to take his life. The very next day, he got arrested by the feds. Supposedly, they threw him in Gem Pop, in Rikers Island, which was a huge story, which is insane to me because I don't care who you are, what you're accused of doing, unless you're a sicko who touches kids, you, if you're that popular, you should not be put in a gem pop. Um, Especially after hearing there was already threats on his life from his former cohorts. And not only that, but anybody and their mama in that jail could get clout points off of messing with him. You know, how fair is that? So then it comes out that they moved him to what people are referring to as a snitch prison. I'm not sure if it's a snitch prison or if it's just a prison where people who are. I'm not sure if it's a snitch prison or a prison where people who are famous can be put in and not bothered. This is a crazy story. A lot of the things that I heard before this story, I've heard before this, and it's just rumors that I've read and stuff like that. Heard interviews that before all this, Tekashi was basically being exploited by gang members. I heard it happens to a lot of artists in the industry, and it's unfortunate. David Batter said it best. He said, how can you dream if you don't have a bed to sleep on at night? Think about that mentality, and then think about when somebody waves all this money and fame in your face. Of course you're going to take it. I get everybody has a choice, but your choices can be pressured, like I said before, you know? So it's a messed up situation, and if you're an up-and-coming artist in the industry, just be careful, man. Like, fame doesn't come quick and easy. And if it does for you, there's probably a catch-22. And be careful who you move around. You know, the one thing I want to do is start an artist consultation firm and start consulting some of these artists on how to move around. They'll make more money. A lot more people will mess with them. Like, it's crazy. I work in the live concert industry and I see things all the time where I'm just like, come on, man. You know, don't mess your money up. And this is unfortunately one of those situations. Now here's the flip side to everything. If in fact somehow 6ix9ine beats a Fed case, I believe personally, this is just my opinion, I think that he will be 10 times more famous than he already is. Especially because he got famous off antics in the first place on Instagram, and this, I can imagine he'd go right on Instagram talking smack. Unfortunately, I can't think of anybody that's beat a Fed case. Heck, I think Fat Joe tells a story about how he basically discovered some discrepancies in his business and tried to go to the feds, and they still gave him 2 years. So I think Tekashi, from what I understand, is facing 30 to life, which that is no joke. So just be careful out there, everybody. You know, be careful who you're messing with, and remember to choose wisely the road you take to fame or whatever it is you're trying to do. There's always a price to pay. You know, it's unfortunate this young man is learning the hard way. He's got a daughter out there, a family he's probably taking care of now. You know, it's a crappy situation all the way around. But that's the 6ix9ine discussion. Just my input, some of the things, you know, some of the facts that we've learned so far about it and whatnot. If you have anything to add, or you just want to talk some smack, please comment below. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, follow along. You already know. Pro Gang, represent. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate everybody out there who supports me. Have a great day. Peace.